Okay, it's now 7:15 on the dot, 15 minutes after 7 p.m. And welcome back to Salamida. This is Friday Night Live with me, ST. Right, now coming up on this segment now, we're doing some football analysis with Salalo Makwidiri. Abrar supposed to join us, but obviously he's a tap out. Anyway, we do understand. We're talking about FIFA's chief of global football development, Arsene Wenger, who suggested or is rather making suggestions that the FIFA World Cup should be held every 2 years. And I'd like to know, what are your thoughts on this? You can interact with us on 061 766 0355. You can comment on Facebook as well, on the Twitter, hashtag Salam Media, hashtag FNWST, Friday Night Live with ST. Right, Salalo, good evening, Mr. Producer.
Hello,
Welcome.
hello, hello. How's it going?
All good. Yeah,
Good.
man. Nice to have you in studio for a change.
No, I'll
Yeah.
pop in now
It's
and
funny
then.
how things change with a bit of foreign exchange, Yeah,
Yeah,
things be doing differently, right? Anyway, there's a lot of talking points, but then I'll leave for my interview with Mohammed, right?
sure.
Now, this whole proposal of the World Cup, or FIFA World Cup every 2 years. Now, FIFA's chief of global football development, Arsene Wenger, is the driving force behind plans to hold a World Cup final every 2 years instead of four. Former England players Michael Owen and John Terry among those invited to Qatar to meet Wenger as part of FIFA's consultation process. Some of the most famous players and former players and coaches in the game are meeting FIFA Global Head of Football Development, Arsene Wenger, in Qatar. Over the next 2 days to listen to the plans of the future of football, right? Now, Wenger wants to change the international match calendar so there are major tournaments every summer and fewer qualifying games during the year. Former England players, John Terry, Michael Owen, some of them are obviously going to meet with him as well. Now, 166 of FIFA's 211 member associations voted to carry out a feasibility study. Now, all 211 FIFA members are likely to vote on proposals before the end of the year. And obviously, this should mean that the World Cup finals could be held every 2 years from the summer of 2028. Now, where does that leave us? Salilo, what are your thoughts? Firstly, we're 11 years now after 2010.
Yeah,
If there's such a rotation, we could see it coming back to SA, right?
hopefully. I mean, if it's
Hopefully
every,
before I'm 40.
well, highly unlikely. If it's every 2 years, I don't know, man. There's just something special about the World Cup and it being every 4 years. It's not it's a special momentous occasion that happens. It's like the elections for the new president. It doesn't happen after
Okay.
every week, after
Now,
every day. So it's kind of nice for me personally, to have it after every 4 years, where you kind of have to wait and you kind of have to yearn for it and say, yo, it's coming. Now it's after 2 years. I think it'll lose a bit of its
okay, let's
magic
rewind.
and its spark.
2017 wasn't that far away.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I mean, just look at everything that happened between 2017
Whoa,
and 2021.
my man. I mean,
It's like worlds apart. We're literally living in another,
Oh.
period. But then, for me, I'd rather suggest you give like continents like Africa few more spots in the World Cup. I mean, you have Africa, which is about 54 countries, but you only have about 4 or 5 representatives from the continent.
yeah.
So I'm thinking, instead of making it every 2 years, why not increase the number of teams?
Yeah.
And then you'll find
I've
you
rather
know
see
con-
also.
continents like Africa maybe coming in and competing.
Right. So we've got Abrar Sheikh in the studio as well now, and he's obviously going to give us some of his. Assalamu alaikum, Abrar. Great to have you with us, man. For a change, obviously, thanks for taking the time. So Salalo and I are talking about the proposed, FIFA World Cup every 2 years, right? Now, what are your thoughts? Salalo is saying, okay, look, he'd like to see more African countries come on board, more African countries being given a chance.
Yeah.
I was saying, okay, look, 11 years post 2010, this is where we at. The amount of things that have happened in the last decade. I mean, we've seen the emergence of so many things right now, right? We've seen the emergence of players like, Martin Odegaard, Kylian Mbappe. We've seen COVID. There's so many other variables. Now, what are your thoughts pertaining to the World Cup, FIFA World Cup every 2 years?
I think the 4-year gap is perfect.
You reckon a 4-year gap?
It builds more excitement and hype.
Okay, so you're saying it builds more excitement and hype. Now he's saying, nah, you've got to yearn for the World Cup.
Yeah.
So rather have it every 2 years. Kind of like how the game of cricket.
Yeah,
With regards to
the
like the
T20,
yes,
T20 World Cup.
T20
Yeah.
World Cups every 2
But
years.
but then I'm thinking like I'm also looking at it. Maybe they're also looking from a player's point of view. I mean, you have players longevity. You know, when it comes to how well they're playing. I mean, you have the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. You have the likes of Messi, who I think only participate in about 3 or 4 World Cups, and these are brilliant players. So imagine if a Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi participate in a World Cup every 2 years.
Now-
Or you have like younger players who are having like really good seasons, like Kylian Mbappe, who after 4 years might be a different player than what he is now.
Now looking
So
at
maybe
the
they're looking
angle
at
that
from
Arsene
that.
Wenger coming
Yeah.
with is to change the international match calendar so that there are major tournaments every summer and fewer qualifying games. So this lowers the qualifiers, right?
Mhm.
But then this would obviously hamper countries hosting the qualifiers in their tourism and their kind of things. So I understand the variables that are coming into play here in that aspect. But I mean, qualifiers we do know are not entirely enticing as what
Yeah,
the
because
actual
because
game is.
it's always the same names. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the past qualifiers, the likes of England, Belgium,
Yeah.
Italy, France.
Yeah.
They're hammering the San Marinos of this world,
And
like-
Montenegro,
like it's nothing. So
Luxembourg, and
so yeah,
Liechtenstein.
so you know, there are a lot of things that you can look at. But for me, the 4 years is still okay. 2 years, maybe you want to see players play international football more often. We don't see international football as often as we should. I mean, how exciting is it to see a Cristiano Ronaldo play with the Bruno Fernandes?
I mean, that should
Yeah.
have been. Oh, well, we're gonna see that tomorrow. Just by the way,
Internationally,
no,
representing their
but-
countries.
No, but we are gonna see them tomorrow in action. I'm just gonna put it in. Now, Abrar, I mean, wouldn't it be great to see Lionel Messi and Ronaldo every 2 years? But unfortunately, we're not gonna see them because they're saying from 2028 this is what could happen. Michael Owen, former England forwards, Michael Owen, and obviously defender John Terry saying this could happen here as well. So what are some of your thoughts? Right. So I mean, in terms of speciality and in terms of something that shouldn't be a common thing every 2 years, I'd like to know what you think. Should it be or shouldn't it be?
It shouldn't be.
Why?
As I said,
It's going to be too common?
it's very.
Why would it be? But I'm sure it's going to give more enticement to the fans, sponsorships. It's going to be a game change. I mean, it's something. Look, the world's evolving, right? I mean, we've seen. Look at the price of cryptocurrency.
The world
Things are
the world
changing.
is evolving, but people's attention span is also much shorter. So like when you have it, we're not going to lose interest. Not like it's World Cup again. 2 years later, it's World Cup again. You see, so I just feel like that magic will be lost. That hey, what year is it? Next year's the World Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, look at now. We're looking forward to Qatar 2022.
Oh, sure,
It's
yeah.
everyone is like so excited. How is Qatar going to be hosting
Well,
it?
Friday Night
What's the
Live's
World
giving
Cup
tickets
going
for
to
the
look
World
up?
Cup. We are going to be giving out tickets. No, I'm just joking. Just saying, it's not yet.
Yeah.
We're
So
not gonna give
so
tickets.
so for me, the 4 years works. But I'm pretty sure from a commercial point of view, they're probably looking at it.
But you made a valid point.
Point
Player,
like that.
player longevity.
Yeah. I mean, 2 World Cups is 8 years. You know how short a career of a football player is. By the time you're 30, it's over. So I'm thinking they're looking at it from that point of view. I mean, if
So you mean Jadon Sancho and Kylian Mbappe could have like about 6 World Cups under their belt?
6 is too much, 3 at most.
No,
That's
well, I mean,
too
if they're going to have
much.
it every 2 years.
If they're going to have it every 2 years, so yeah, maybe when you look at it like that, yeah. So that means
And
you
the
have
Phil
more-
Fodens and
yeah,
the Ama 2000s and all of that.
So when you look at from
Yeah.
that point of view,
Yeah.
it makes sense that we'll get to see these superstars play in World Cups more often than every 4 years. I mean, Kylian Mbappe is what 21, 22 now.
Yeah.
He probably has 3 World Cups left in
Okay,
him.
now we have a 21-year-old Abrar here, right? I want to know from your perspective.
2000.
Yeah, I'm not doing well, maybe you can say you're the leader of the new school, right? I don't know. But anyway, having said that, would you like to see this emergence? And what's Lalo saying, player longevity? We're talking about young footballers and their longevity because
what
career
do you think about leagues though? Because you
and then we got the Nations League and all of these contributing factors.
The
UEFA
local leagues
Nations
also, your
Leagues.
EPL, like
Okay,
La Ligas of this
right.
world.
As much as fans love the World Cup, I think they enjoy domestic leagues much more.
Hey,
Are we talking
Hey.
PSL or EPL?
Not local.
What do you enjoy more, the World Cup or
I mean,
or the league?
There.
Well, okay. When it comes to the World Cup,
Everybody's there.
okay, no. Obviously, I love the World Cup because obviously it shows the emergence of young talent, and obviously we've seen a dynamic change in 2017 when Croatia made the final.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming. I honestly thought Belgium.
The magic
So
of
that
the
was
World Cup.
exactly right. Now, I mean, whereas we saw in 2014, the Netherlands and Belgium get knocked out in the semifinals, and they were quite strong. Having said that, that's my point of view, but I enjoy domestic football because there's that hype, there's a chaos, and there's that driving force behind it. But a World Cup every 2 years also gives opportunity for people to travel, go and attend the World Cup for those who haven't had a chance to experience that kind of sensation. Wouldn't you guys agree?
I don't know. Mom,
No.
you prefer leagues more than the
Leagues
World
more
Cup?
than World
Why?
Cup.
Why? Are they more intense or? I don't know. For me, World Cups are like like a tailor-made suit.
Yeah.
It's just that special.
Classic, man.
It's just that special. And then you have a
Only
league.
here
It's like
for World Cup
it's like a
special.
t-shirt, man. I mean, even in the local leagues, you enjoy certain matches. I mean, you enjoy the Chelsea versus Liverpool, the Arsenal. The big
So
games.
it's kind of like Norwich versus Leeds kind of thing.
Imagine. So would you rather have that, or would you rather have Croatia play a semi-final with Belgium, or with England?
Or maybe like Liechtenstein versus Poland in the final.
Every World Cup game is a piece of history for me.
Yeah.
Because anything can happen. I mean,
Exactly.
it can be two countries that no one even dares to think about, and then they go on. I mean, you mentioned Croatia. No one was
As an
looking.
example,
Yeah,
I honestly didn't see them making the final.
Yeah,
2017
so-
and like a whoa.
I mean, 2010. You remember Ghana?
Oh,
Before Luis Suarez happened.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
so it's just that magic touch that the World Cup, comes with, and I just think if it's held every 2 years, we're just gonna lose it because we'll be used to it.
Well, I mean, that's something to look at. I mean, compounding long term.
I mean, example. Imagine if Eid was every 2 weeks. Do you think it would be as special as it is?
Well,
Or for me, Christmas if it was every 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, I'm a nigga. I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna be getting burfi every 2 weeks, I don't know. Burfi and jalebi or Thanksgiving, I don't know. Man.
Every 2 weeks, and then it's now normal now. It's not that special.
You're gonna get mundane. You're gonna
Yeah,
get
like
yeah.
it's just
It's kind of like
another
don't be
day.
mundane on a Monday. I know what you said.
Yeah.
Man.
So I think let's keep the 4
But
years.
yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? A World Cup every 2 to 4 years. But let's see, man.
Arsene Wenger must just stay in his lane. I'll come back to the EPL coach Arsenal. They need
Well,
him.
I don't know.
He needs
Gunners
to come
fans,
back.
are you guys saying your man is gunning down the people now? I don't know. I'd like your feedback. 061 766 0355. Anyway, gents, appreciate your feedback. Coming up next, I speak to Mohamed Bamji, football analysis continuing. And obviously, we're doing some analysis of CR7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, anyway, hey, I ain't the Portuguese. So, yes, Sorek, we'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Listen to something fresh.